Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a quick read in regards to your next upcoming relationship. I do want to thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to, as I stutter a little bit, remind you that this is general. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do want to thank you in advance for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Two messages came through and it became a combined message in my mind before pressing record. First one was, this is a connection of a lifetime. This is a connection of a lifetime. But the second one was, do watch your words. Remember to watch your words. I repeated those both for a reason, but I do feel as if combined, this is a connection of a lifetime and you need to watch your words all the meanwhile, all right? I do sense that there's a lot to be discovered between the two of you, a level of activation coming to be as I say that. And I sense that you're feeling the need to adapt to dating them because they're unlike anybody else you've ever dated, or just very different in a lot of ways. I wouldn't be surprised if this is an opposites attract kind of relationship, but I do sense that they open your eyes to the way you are at certain points, what you've been through or why you've been through it, or just what you truly desire. I do sense that they're pushing you to think outside the box to an extent, but there's a fresh vibe about, as I'm drawn to the word spring, could be a significant time for you, for the both of you, but I do sense that there's a very fresh kind of growing vibe about the two of you coming together. Okay, let's see. For Scorpio, what else do we have? Well, we're pulling from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck to see how Spirit views or would describe this connection, this relationship. Patience. I need to have patience with mainly them, okay, with yourself. I do feel like not fully understanding them is at times will irritate you or just push you to grow and change on a core level in certain ways, but I do feel like patience in regards to them not fully opening up in the beginning, all right, where you might open up all the way. It may be vice versa, where you're finding it hard to open up completely due to the past or a lack of dating for a while, and they need to have patience with you, or you need to have patience with oneself. I just feel like you'll both open up at different times, but just allow for things to progressively happen. Don't feel as if because you open up, they have to put everything on the table, right? But also be strategic as to how much you tell them about your past and what you've been through. And right, a bit of mystery is a beautiful thing that's coming through. We also have stillness. There's moments of stillness between the two of you that is going to feel quite enlightening. It'll feel comfortable. This is a good sign. I do feel like there's a push to recognize when you get a little bit nervous, or they get a little bit nervous and want to be very chit-chatty, right? Telling stories, wanting to keep things filled up with words. You're going to recognize that you do feel comfortable with them in moments of stillness. And that's a healthy realization, okay? Healthy, I want to say fact, which isn't a great way to put it, about a relationship, okay? Way of being. Because, you know, to be able to sit with somebody or multiple people in complete stillness and silence and feel comfortable, right? No awkwardness in the air, at least for the most part. That's a really good sign of a connection. And I do sense that there may be a push to be one with one's stillness in moments of solitude and gratitude is what I'm hearing, in your hermit mode, to heal or just to realize something important about them, about the two of you. Transmutation, there's going to be a vibe about both of you where you've risen from the ashes in certain ways, but I do feel like they give you this sense of enlightenment, again, a power to just fly forth towards what you deserve. But there's a need to keep the gratitude alive for all that you've acquired in your life, okay? And they may push you to do just that. But I do feel like they're also somebody who you need to just be completely grateful for, because they check off at least most of the boxes you've been looking for, expressing to the universe or to spirit. And I just feel like what's lacking on that list per se, or just in your perfect vision of a man or a woman or an individual in general, it won't be completely, if at all necessary. Okay, you'll see that they're just right for you in so many ways. But it's this connection that pushes you to let go of what's not meant for you, right? People, places, situations, habits. There's a bit of a growing, healthy vibe about the two of you. When you feel light and airy when you're with them, it could be a spirit, right? Or multiple surrounding you, protecting, guiding this connection. But I do feel they're meant to be in your presence to heal you in that moment or just to help you feel at ease, to let the worries subside. But I do feel a very serious vibe about this connection. Try to have fun in moments when you're deciding what to do for that evening, right? But there's a level of happiness. There's a feeling that you don't need to force it with them, and that in and of itself will shine through in a very powerful way, okay? Even if they're not smiling, I feel like they're happy with you. But there's a very powerful way about the two of you connecting and growing and changing together, and even in separate ways. I do feel like the two of you will crave a different level, a different kind of power within the connection, but I need to let go of that and just move forth with a level of trust, okay, within the other individual, within oneself, but within the universe and how things are meant to unravel, okay? Generosity at the bottom of the deck. I do feel as if they're being very generous with you when it comes to spending, gifting. This could be more so on your end, but I do feel like generosity with your time, okay, and even their time. I'm hearing you'll be more generous with your time or more willing to at certain points, but at least in the beginning, but they still care, okay? Chance and acceptance coming out, because I really do feel like this is, again, a connection that inspires a relationship, that inspires a lot of change within both of your lives. But you're going to see the two of you, the way you date, the way you bond, evolving over time in a beautiful way, okay? Eye contact will feel so powerful, I feel the need to say, as if you're looking deep into each other's souls, okay? They're saying especially when sexual occasions come to be. Anyways, I do feel like there's acceptance of change within each other that you need to be one with, right? And even they'll push you to accept what you're going through or what's just feeling inevitable at that point along your path, okay? Let's pull from the Light Seers deck to see what else we get. I'm now hearing they'll help you feel more put together in certain ways. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel like you're going to meet them when you're going through a bit of a juggling act in your life, when you feel you have a lot of different connections to take care of or to attend to, a lot of work on your plate, right? Financial matters. But I do feel like in the midst of you weighing out options, I want to say, or even just going through that balancing act, this connection will progress quite slowly in the beginning. And I'm getting that vibe from the sort of chill, serious energy I'm picking up on. But I do feel like they will, again, open up when they're meant to, but they'll be one to pick up the pace when they feel comfortable. I do sense that they've been through a ton and therefore trusting is not the easiest for them. So you need to understand that, but there's also a vibe about the two of you where life sort of slows down in a very healing, peaceful manner. And okay, I did see Sanctuary at the bottom of this Oracle deck before. They're going to feel like your Sanctuary, or they're going to love to have sort of Netflix and chill sort of dates where you just relax and not force it all the meanwhile. But there's a need to just put your hands up and allow for this connection, this relationship to unravel as it's meant to. Ride the waves. Ride the waves. I feel like they go through a lot, and you need to recognize this because I feel like you do too. Even if a lot of which or all of which is unspoken, okay? I do feel like you won't be completely upfront, especially in the beginning, as to what you're going through, as I did see the Seven of Swords. But I do feel as if there's a bit of waiting at times, right? Again, for them to open up, for them to be honest about what they're going through, but also on their end, I do sense that there's going to be a sense of peace and comfort when you're waiting for another ship to come in your life, in a different area of your life. But I do feel as if they're going to come through with a level of courting or just level of comfort, depending on what role they're going to play. And I do sense that this will make you feel like a wish fulfillment is coming to be. Okay. I don't know why I feel as if them flowing in with a level of gratitude and just taking care of you or just treating you well, being completely nice, I want to say, it makes you a little bit emotional, right? It reminds you that you deserve better than what you've dealt with in the past, and that's absolutely beautiful. But I do sense that you're going to need to leave behind certain concerns, worries, and again, this will help you have a push to leave behind what's not meant for you, whether that's a job situation, a living situation, certain connections, could be more than one. I just feel like they get you more than you think. And remember, just go with the flow. Put your hands up when you feel the need for more control in this connection, as I do feel like things are going to feel very, again, powerful and continuously changing. But I do feel like the two of you are going to come to certain understandings of what you're going through, what you're both meant to go through together, as it is a very peaceful connection that allows for both of you to heal from all you're going through and have been through, and just realizing that this is what you deserve. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.